All right. So it isn't Wednesday, but tomorrow's Wednesday. But I figured I have some time now, and it's probably good to do this. I had something happen today at work. Nothing like bad or like well, depends. Like if you're seeing it from a third party perspective, it's actually not that bad. But yeah, I don't know. It's rough, man. It's actually pretty rough. Oh my god, my shoulders are looking mad buff. So yeah, um, so something happened today at work, and it wasn't as bad. I just made a mistake, and mistakes happen. I make mistakes a bunch of times, but this time, this mistake was actually just um noticed by the boss, the owner of the store. So that sucks. Like I genuinely feel embarrassed and stupid. So let me just walk through the whole thing. So today at work, I was like honestly, most of the day was pretty good. Like was pretty chill. Like everything was steady, not too busy, not too um, not too stressful at all. Like everything was going fine. I'd say last couple hours, I check out this person. Um, she had called earlier saying she wants 50 books, 50 scrapbooks or whatever, right? They're pretty cheap. They're like $1 each. So, um, damn, this still sucks. Like hearing this. This is dumb. This is annoying. But yeah. Um, uh, so yeah, so this person called asking for the 50 books. So I bring out a bunch. Um, these books come in stacks. They come in stacks of 20. And I didn't know they came in stacks of 20. I sort of just I didn't count, so I just took a bunch of stacks, brought them out to the front, and decided I'd count them there. And I counted each stack, and I realized that each stack had 20. And I was like, okay, I'm doing my due diligence. I'm um I counted each stack and realized it was 20. And okay, cool. So I literally counted every single one, and I realized, okay, so that's 20, you know. But stupid me counted each stack and not counted the total, if that makes sense. Like I counted, 20 here, 20 here, 20 here, 20 here, instead of counting 20, 20, 40, 60, like that sort of thing. I didn't count it that way for some reason. So I made the mistake of bringing out 5 stacks, which was 100 scrapbooks, which is double what the person wanted. Long story short, I I scan 60. I put in 60 scrapbooks and sell that to her, and yeah. So I sell her the 60 scrapbooks. So I sell her the 60 scrapbooks, but I put 100 in the bag, and that, oh my god, I didn't even realize it until my boss had asked me. So she took all the 100, and then stupid me, man. I feel so dumb. I genuinely feel stupid. Um, but yeah, man, like it's yeah. I'm never gonna let that one down. So yeah, Boss, you know, boss got pretty angry. As not angry, like he wasn't like mad, furious. He was just like, I feel like there was a uh like disappointment and just like shock that like I managed to miss 40 books that I just, you know, yeah. So the customer wanted 60 eventually, so she wanted like I feel so dumb. mm, I feel horrible. Not like, I don't know. I'm definitely like I'm dwelling on it, right? I'm dwelling on this mistake that I made, and I think and the mistake was rectified in some way. Like, no, that mistake wasn't it was it was fine. So what had happened was the woman was the woman was driving home. Like, it was already like 5 6 minutes past. She's gone, and yeah. So I give her a call after the mistake was mentioned to me. I give her a call saying, "Hey, I actually gave you 100 instead of 60. Is there a way you could pay that or bring those back?" And she ended up saying, "Well, I'm willing to pay for it. Um, all 100." She didn't seem upset or anything. She was actually laughing about it. In some way, like it sort of, made her laugh. But yeah, so yeah, so she she said, "I'll give you my visa once I get home," and then uh yeah, so 20. So there was the whole like 30 minutes of me just waiting until for that call, um to, fix my mistake. And you know what, it was rectified. It genuinely was rectified. That mistake was rectified. Like, it was all paid for. 100 scrapbooks were paid for instead of 60. um the problem was that, I did get a mini lecture from my boss. And funny enough, my boss already had that lecture 2 weeks ago about, making sure to be careful at checkout and not rushing too much, and actually like having a full count of things so things don't get missed. um, and unfortunately it was missed. And yeah, not too good, to be honest. Not too good. um, I thought I had it all down. It's like, I think, and it wasn't like, he was just telling me to be careful, slow down a bit, and yeah, just be careful, because and I understand, man. Like, it's not like he's unfairly mad or anything. He's like actually like not as mad as I thought he would be. Um, it's not that. It's just, I think part of it is, I think part of it, I felt, I genuinely felt so good about how I was doing. And um, yeah, no, I genuinely felt good about how I was doing. And yeah, um, yeah, I was doing good. Like, and like a week prior to that, not even like 5 days before that, our boss took us to dinner. And like we had some, we had a good sort of bonding sort of experience. Not bonding, but like, we were able to talk outside of work, and it was awesome. You know, um, it was good. That being said, though, making that mistake, it makes me feel like, I don't know. So to me, I'm seeing this as a sort of, uh, I have relationship points with everyone. And I was on the trend up, with my boss, if that makes sense. Like, I was, gaining good rep. And then it now it just feels like, you know, this sudden this mistake had made me drop down. And yeah, no, it's definitely upsetting. um and it's not, I don't know, I genuinely feel remorseful about it. Like, I genuinely sincerely feel horrible. Like, damn, I'm so dumb. I feel embarrassed, and I'm like, I don't know. That definitely was a like horrible, embarrassing mistake, because I even I it's dumb. I did the due diligence of counting each single stack and counting every single one, but I'm somehow missed the fact that I you know was supposed to only take 3 stacks, put 2 stacks aside, and I don't know. It's dumb, and I wish there was a way to. No, I genuinely. Um, but yeah, man, it's it's rough. Like, I, man, I know I'm make mistakes. It's just, and you know what? Definitely, definitely a lesson learned. That was that was a big shock to me that I could make a mistake that embarrassing, that I could make a mistake like that. You know, um, yeah, that's a horrible mistake. It's even worse that I didn't even catch it. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a good lesson, and I'd say that it is my first significant mistake on the job. And yeah, no, I'm definitely learning from this one. Um, but yeah, man, I just, I don't know, like, my anxiety and like a part of me feels like, um, that sort of rep has just gone tanked all the way down, and I don't know if there's a way to go back up from that. Because I feel like every time I check out, that's always gonna be in the back of his mind, right? Like, if I'm checking things out safely, and you know yeah, I get it though. Like, it's a small business and it makes sense, right? Like, small mistakes like that could mean profit. Like, you know it's just an easy way to, mistakes like that is an easy way to lose out on profit. And not only that, according to the system, it goes missing, you know and yeah, so making mistakes at checkout definitely makes there's gonna be discrepancies in from the system, because it hasn't been checked out, which means, so if things go missing, people have to spend time figuring out what happened to it, trying to find it, and then figure out what happened to it, and that takes up time, and obviously time that could be used for other things. It sucks, and yeah. I mean, I think it's right that I think it's good that I feel some sort of remorse for it, but at the same time, you know, it probably isn't that big of a deal. But yeah, I mean, I know logically it shouldn't be messing with me. Like, it shouldn't affect how I work. Well, no, it shouldn't affect how I work negatively in the future. And yeah, I don't know. Um I just feel stupid. That's all. I feel dumb as well. Now, this is definitely taking a hit in terms of confidence at work, and that's definitely not a good thing. It really shouldn't. It is a good wake up call though that I could, you know, I could be making that small mistake. Like, mm-hmm. and, it, and it's too bad. Now I'm just like going through scenarios in my head of me telling my boss about how remorseful I feel or how dumb it is, which is a good thing. I suppose I should have that prepared in the back of my mind. It'd be something like, um, yeah, I know how dumb that mistake was, and I truly, you know, feel um, remorse for it. Like, I feel embarrassed because, first of all, like, I thought I did the and I feel embarrassed about how I could have missed that. Like I did the due diligence of counting every single scrapbook there, and I counted. Oh wow, okay, so this is 80. So 100. Let me put. I, it's dumb, man. It's so stupid. I feel so like it genuinely like I did the due diligence of counting it, and it's so embarrassing that I could um make the mistake of not putting aside the 40. Yeah, I feel dumb, but that's okay because this is a good wake up call that I could make mistakes at work, and yeah, like moving forward, I'll definitely be more careful. I'll definitely try to be more mindful. Pay attention. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I'm basically just coming up with like I'm rethinking scenarios about how I would tell my boss about how I could move forward and move on. Like I mean, like I'm sorry I made this mistake. It's embarrassing how I could have even missed that. Because I know how like potentially consequential these small mistakes at checkout could be because one item goes missing, and let's say that one item is worth $80 or some a big ticket item, and that somehow gets missed at checkout, and you know not even that, and not only are you losing out on that profit right there, you're also, if an item goes missing, then this discrepancy in book manager and the inventory, and if things go physically missing, then we have to allot time and a lot people to go find it and figure out what happened to it, and that takes up time, and that time alone is uh you know that's just lost time on based on that's just a lost time that could be that doesn't have to happen by just taking a couple extra seconds to just make sure and be mindful, and I get it. It's like But yeah, so yeah, that's the thing. That's that's if that conversation were ever to pop up, I would say, you know, again, I feel stupid. I feel sorry for that. That I made that mistake. It's honestly embarrassing because I did do the diligence of counting every single book, and it's kind of dumb how I managed to mess up the fact that I should have put you know the the one she wasn't taking aside. But yeah, because I don't know. But yeah, like moving forward, I'll definitely keep that in mind and definitely try my best to be mindful and take things slower and make sure you know things are more perfect at checkout. That's good, right? I don't know, man. I think it's just one of those things. Like, there's nothing I could do to of outthink me making. No, there's no way for me to outthink my way out of this. Like, I'm just gonna feel like crap about it, and all I can do is hope, like, make sure that it doesn't, affect my day off tomorrow, because tomorrow's my day off, and you know what? Um, once Thursday comes around, once my next work day comes around, I'll definitely try to be more mindful and definitely have that in mind. And but yeah, what I'm worried about is just that's just gonna constantly come up now, and it's just gonna be constantly uh, be a source of anxiety, and I don't know how to necessarily get rid of those sources. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely you know it's gonna definitely take a little while. I do wanna end up rebuilding my confidence. So yeah. What? Yeah, man. Other than that, like I think everything else I'm doing good. Like, to be honest, I'm doing well. Um, I think the ideas that I give are sort of respected, and that I do appreciate them listening. That's I think that's one big thing about that business that I really like, and is um they'll take any ideas. Like, they'll if I had a suggestion of how things could be better, it's good to know that one is always willing to listen, you know. So that's good. Yeah, that's awesome. I think, and yeah, honestly, I like where I'm working. I feel like, yeah, no, to me, the reason why a big reason as to why I feel stupid about the mistake is not only because I'm embarrassed about it, but also because it's important to me. Like, my rep in that workplace is important to me. Um, I want to be thought of as a good worker and a good the you know diligent person. And I know today wasn't a good showcase of that, but uh, you know uh, I that I shouldn't let that ruin my confidence at work, because ruining my confidence at work would only um, um, bring down my quality of work, if that makes sense, because a lot of it does have to do with confidence, obviously not picking orders or any of the, like, grunt physical labor stuff, but it does help in the front, because I am working with customers, and it's good to have that confidence. And you know I really shouldn't let that significantly take down my confidence level. And yeah, if anything, it's good to know that I can still make these mistakes, even after 3-4 months. So yeah, man, it's I keep that shit in mind, because things can go wrong. You know. Yeah. That is awesome, dude. That looks sick, bro. Other than that, everything is going well. Um, you know, work's good. Yeah, so that's that. That's that. Just spent a whole 26 minutes talking about it, and it's definitely could have spent a lot less than that. But I was just my mind. I was just scrambling, to be honest. What else? Room's clean. Well, room is being kept clean. Aside from that sweater down there, and the blanket there. Hey, come on, man. But everything else, man, like the look at that. That's awesome. No, a little wire thing, and I can't. Yeah, there's no way I'll be able to show this to you. But under my desk used to be a jungle and like a bunch of vines just twisted and knotted. But everything is good. I bought a wire management kit on Amazon for like $30, and it was well worth it, to be honest. Like, it's very useful. I only managed to use like 10-20% of it, and it just completely transformed how my room looks and how awesome. How Yeah, I don't know. It feels definitely a lot more cozy in here, a lot more neat. I feel good about that. But yeah, I have been using my money this week for good purchases. I bought this, which is awesome because I get to have tea every morning, every day now. I made a habit of bringing tea bags to work and like fill this bad boy up. We have this cool little kettle in the kitchen that boils to the right temperature. That to me, honestly, best thing I've ever seen. Uh, it's funny because my coworker actually said something kind of true. You know, you're getting old when you get excited about kettles. So yeah, that's awesome. Got that, and working out has been very consistent. I'm very glad that I have Jaden with me to go to the gym with. Like, it's not that I need him to for me to go there, like, but it definitely helps in making it fun and making it enjoyable. And he does push me in a sort of way because I know, to me, honestly, I always feel like he has such a higher genetic ceiling than me, but that honestly that isn't stopping me from reaching my genetic ceiling. If anything, it's actually motivating me in a sense, which is good. You know, it's good that we sort of help each other in that way. I know. In my case, I'm definitely helping him. I don't know if this is just ego talking or just me wanting to feel useful and so sorry, but I do feel like I'm helping him in terms of consistency. In making sure he goes to the gym. Like, I'm not even like forcing him. I'm not even telling him, hey, man, you should go. Um, as long as uh, everything's good, man. Everything's fine. Everything's good there on workouts, and yeah. Uh, my gut issues have been getting better. Um, with tea, and I don't know if this actually helps, but I even read a whole scientific study case on the green tea and gut microbiome. To be honest, I'm gonna try and not say like I'm gonna try to not overplay it and say that green tea cures all GI problems. It doesn't, but um there has been some studies showing that it's very useful in terms of getting good bacteria and stuff like that. Other than that, I honestly I'm not smart enough to claim this as fact. But it's there, and you know so yeah, everything's good there, and I'm eating sort of okay. You know I'm fasting, and I made a good change recently. I bought a Speaking of good money spent, I bought protein bars, which is awesome. the protein. I know that seems like not a lot, but like, uh, I bought protein bars and replaced the samosas I was buying every fucking day. And because I realized those big triangle samosas are a lot of calories, man. Not just calories, they're really unhealthy, greasy carbs. Like it's just all carbs, especially if it's vegetable samosas, man. It's just all carbs, and it's just like not a good way to, you know, end a work there, or not even a good way to not a good way to break a fast. I'll just say that much. So the bars have been helpful for sure. Um, so yeah, and feels good, man. It really does. Like I'm that feels good. Um, but yeah, it's weird. Like a part of me wants to be like everything else is going well, and there was just that one little issue today, and it sort of fucked me up mentally. But you know, it's okay. But you know what I mean? Like it's so strange, right? Um, because I'm constantly I'm living I have a good life right now, a stable good life, and I really like where I'm at. Like genuinely I feel happy where I'm at, and I think that's why I feel so sensitive about um any changes to it, any changes at all actually, because I feel I I like it. I like where I'm at, and I'm satisfied. And yeah, everything's good. My workouts are fire. Um, everything, man. I have weekend hangouts with my friends, and you know, I know I'm still single, but that like honestly, I think the only thing that really bothers me about it is other people not being single, if that makes sense. Like, you know, sure it would be nice, but like a part of it just I just don't want to be left out, if that makes sense. But I know that I'm on a good track right now, and you know, I honestly don't think me chasing uh, a relationship of any kind is would be good for me right now. If it comes naturally, hey, I'm not gonna fight it or resist that or anyway. But like, no, you know what I mean. Like everything is going well, and I want to be able to, you know, there's definitely things I could improve on, like um, neglected friends or meditation, neglected mental health. I know my physical health is, you know, getting better, and like I'm putting on a lot of work for that, but my mental is all not all the best right now, and you know, yeah, my confidence is a lot better too. I feel good. I feel I feel like I look good. You know, I'm not, you know, I get it. I'm not at the best shape I could be, but come on, man. I'm getting so much better, dude. I know, okay? There's still some pounds, but I feel like I did this before, right? Like a year ago, and it wasn't as my why am I tits like that, dude? It's so cringe. But yeah, man, like yeah, I'm always gonna find things I don't like, but so far I like where I'm at. I like where that's at. So yeah, man. That's where's my wait, I took off a shirt and I don't know where it is. God damn it. Oh, it's right there. But yeah, man. I feel good about it. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good about it. Alright, well, in any case, I should call it a night. This was good, man. Alright. I am going to stop that. Good night. Bye bye.